What's good, people? I'm your FPL Thinking Cap Benjy, and welcome back to the Peer Pressure Podcast, weekly live show discussing all of the FPL essentials. This time ahead of Gameweek 24, and we have a lot to discuss. Just let us know if you guys can hear us in the chat. Think everything should be good. Stream looks normal. If you guys want to say something, we'll come to Kayman first. FPL Kayman buzzing after a 3-2 victory over Arsenal. Kayman, why don't you set a like target for us today?
I'm not sure if we have been hitting the past couple of weeks, but yeah, I mean the goal was 100, but I don't know if we reached it or not. But let's
No,
just
we
go for a
didn't.
60, something more achievable. So we'll
60
go for
likes.
60.
That's
Yeah, 60
achievable,
likes,
guys.
yeah.
I want to see 60 likes on this pod. We're also joined by our Chelsea regular, who did finish in the top 8 in the Champions League, FPL Stark. How are you doing today, bro?
On top of the world, mate.
Top of the world, eh? Top of the world.
Mhm.
Before we get into it, just a reminder, we are offering our Peer Pressure Plus Patreon still. It's the first link in the video description. You can get lots of extra stuff from us there, including personalized team advice and captaincy analysis, not to mention all of the data graphics that you'll be able to access that are private to the Patreon. Okay, first up, Stocky Boy. Just a little shout out to our boy who is sitting first in the entire world in Sun Dream Team Fantasy. Absolutely incredible, Stock. Do you want to put your 2 cents in?
The Salah Gambit paid off. What can I say? We got the news that Haaland was benched, and I had 4 free transfers. I transferred in Salah, who's a massive differential. Thought their 2 fixtures were great, and do you know what? To be honest, I feel like Salah. I personally think Salah could have got. He could have got a lot more, to be fair, but nonetheless, I'm very happy. Screenshot, hang it in the Louvre.
You're on mute, Kay.
So I didn't know he was first, bro. I thought he was like top 5, and then I think we're going to the weekend, right? And then you said your Salah cap. But one thing I did tell you though, Stark, I like that Salah captain. I did back that on the spaces. I was saying, yeah, like Salah versus Bournemouth and Karabakh, he's cooking, bro. Like obviously, I expected a
You
bit
were
more versus
back
Bournemouth.
in
Don't get me
niche,
wrong.
mate. You were back in niche.
No, I mean Stark can back me.
Look, he's doing the arrow, bro.
No. The thing is with Salah.
Remember when you asked me, I said, yeah, bro, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great free kick from Salah. Like when that went in, mate. If you can see my reactions when because every point matters. Like when you get to this level of rank, Kayman would know last season. Like the way you cheer and the way you get angry when your player gets shagged or something. It's just listen. I'm happy to be here, but this is going to be a stressful 3 months. A lot to play for.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Anytime you got anything that we can help with, bro, any 50-50, always, we're here on spaces and whatnot, but or even in private chats, for sure. I will be wanting to win it. All of us here, guys. Make sure you guys all root for him, of course. And big shout out to him, man, guys. Make sure to go follow him on X as well. The Stuck is cooking. FPL might be a bit, up in the air, but Sun Dream Team, up the Sun Dream Team, lads. Let's go.
I mean,
The best. Let's go.
It's a great game, man.
Kayman and Benjy playing it next season. It's an unreal game. Anyone watching?
Yeah, I'm
as
playing
well,
next season.
Next season.
100%.
Can't state enough. This game is so fun. There's a lot to think about. The dopamine levels are there because Champions League is free flowing end to end. There's goals. None of this DEFCON bullshit. It's a great game, man.
I'm 100% playing. Plus, I'll be just going to you if I don't understand something, like on how things work, transfers wise and chips and things like that. I don't know if there's a chips in that game. So I'll be a newbie, but I'll be learning. That'll be my learning cup next season. So I will be there, man, no matter what.
Yes, 100%. Very, very impressive from Stark. I've been following his SDT season, man, and the Salah captaincy came through. Got to take the risks sometimes, and I think Enzo Fernandez is a great transfer as well. So
can I just say one more thing on this, by the way?
Yeah.
I always said this in FPL: unless you're rank 1, you can never talk shit to anyone, right? This right here is an accomplishment where you can say, yeah, I was rank 1 at SDT. You can't chat to me. This is the biggest flex a person can have in any fantasy game, by the way. This is literally a dream come true. Like, honestly, for Stark, like, I couldn't be more happy than you. I didn't even know he was rank 1. And you didn't tell me. Like, I mean, to be honest, you're not the one to boast too much. To be fair, but yeah, I didn't know he was number 1, bro. That's incredible, bro.
Bro,
Like,
it's insane, man.
it's
Hold that.
insane,
Hold
isn't
that.
it?
You guys 8 stacking on City. Hold that. Stack
It's
it
because there's a
now.
long
Hey, I had Turkey on my UCL fantasy as well. By the way, he was cooking for me. I had Soboslai and Turkey on
yeah.
my UCL
There's
fantasy.
a long way to go yet. So man,
Yeah.
I need to lock in.
Lock in, bro. People be in anonymous 3rd and 4th. They're listening to your spaces, bro. What's he? Where's he going
100%,
this week?
bro.
Where is he going this week? But yeah, we'll have to see. We're all rooting for him.
Cool. Let's go,
Quick
inshallah. Let's go.
conversation
Yo.
now that obviously the Champions League has commenced group stage. Arsenal are at top. But the first thing I wanted to discuss was kind of the Premier League title. Obviously, Gap's 4 points now. Kayman, do you think it's in a position where if City go ahead of Arsenal at some point, do you think Arsenal can catch them again?
No, if Arsenal lose this league, they're done mentally. They're done. That's chalked. I think if they drop points next week, it's chalked. Fully chalked. Right now, it's not. Right now, it's half chalked. Meaning, like, right now, they're like nervous. Going into that Leeds away game, I think they're going to be really nervous because they just slipped up, the last 3 games. Now, if they don't bounce back and they drop points to Leeds, then I think they're 90% chalked. If it's a 2-point gap between City and Arsenal, I'm sorry, I'm taking City any day of the week. Like, no matter what. So this game week is massive for them to get a bounce back. Like, in terms of the 3 points, it's so huge for them. Of course, you're gonna say, of course, Man City has to also win their game. I understand, but I think it's more important that Arsenal get the grips of these things because it's getting out of their hands now. So
Yeah, I agree. I think if City overtake them, I don't think they'll have the mental fortitude to be able to come back and sustain and push and go on top again. In terms of top 4, Stark, any fears? You see United's performances under Carrick. Any fears of, they're dangerous or?
This might be a hot take, but I actually think Villa could be in trouble, and I think we could see them easily lose 3 games, and before you know it, we're hot on their heels, both of us. But I want to see how United play against a team that sits back in low blocks, because United have had Arsenal and City playing to their hands, but still, nonetheless, 2 great results. I just want to say 4 Premier League teams in the top 8 of the Champions League. If that doesn't say anything about the quality of the Prem, then I don't know what does.
yeah, I think La Liga's cooked. I think La Liga used to be up there when Ronaldo and Messi was there, but since them 2 left, they're cooked. They're not really pouring in money like that. And then in terms of Bundesliga always been a washed up league. Syria used to be once upon a great league. Now I'll say it's all right. I think after Premier League, it's probably the second most entertaining league to watch, and La Liga. Those are the 2 leagues. But yeah, Premier League is hands down right now top. Not just because of the money that's coming in, it's just the quality of players that's there in the team. It's just a different ball game, man. Anyone can be anyone at any given day. It's crazy.
In terms of Stark,
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bro, question. Sorry, just quick. Do you think there's any other team in the Premier League that are not in the Champions League currently that would finish in the top 8? So aside from Newcastle, City, like
maybe
the teams in
Villa.
it now.
Maybe Villa.
I would have said Villa or Palace if Palace were fully healthy though, and they had everyone, including Margehi, which is not the case.
Yeah, current maybe full strength Villa, maybe United. I would say those 2.
Yeah, sorry, United as well. Sorry, yeah, of course.
But yeah, I wanted to ask Stock, in terms of obviously Chelsea top 8 finish now, straight into the round of 16. What are the teams that you're scared of drawing? Let's say quarters, semis. Who do you not want?
Listen, this is Chelsea Football Club. There isn't a single team in the Champions League that we do not want. Bro, what? We've won it twice. We've won it all. Bring anyone. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best. You can't fear anyone.
But okay, but if there's better draws than there's good draws that you can get. Like, I think, for instance, Tottenham's happy to be here. It's a freebie for whoever gets them. But if I was a Chelsea fan, I'm not scared. I wouldn't be scared of most teams apart from the English teams, because I just think defensively, Barca and Madrid, they have firepower, but if you can't defend, you're not going to beat these guys from England.
But you can't disrespect Bayern though.
Yeah, Bayern's an exception.
I'd love us to get Arsenal in any stage.
Wow. Arsenal, Chelsea,
No,
that
you
would be
can't.
good.
Being serious.
By the
I'm being
way,
serious.
Arsenal can't face Bayern unless they get to the finals. By the way, apparently
Yeah, they
that's
can't.
that's
Hmm?
another thing. So they're kind of bust case there, because if you're looking at other than Premier League teams, the next best team to potentially knock out Arsenal was Bayern, historically speaking, right? Barcelona, the way they play, I think they're gonna get cooked by Arsenal because they play right into their hands, like high line and whatnot,
I
right?
think
But again,
Newcastle's
I
a team you
still,
don't
yeah,
want to draw. You do not want to draw Newcastle.
yeah.
Because
I'd
now,
love to join Newcastle. We'd smoke them.
oh, this guy is just crazy, bro. Come on. You don't want to be
Bro,
drawing
give us
Newcastle.
Arsenal. No, give us Arsenal because it would just be because I've got so many friends who support Arsenal, and there's a the fan. I'd love to just tell their fans hold that if we beat them.
Yeah, facts. Fair enough. But congrats for the top 8 spot. Just a little precursor on the leagues. Quickly, availability report. Main ones to discuss, obviously one suspension, Adam Wharton suspended for the weekend. Elsewhere, there's a Van de Ven is a doubt for the Man City game. Same with Poro. Doku probably out. Frimpong, it's a groin strain. I know Stark has him in SDT. And I think that's basically it, apart from Tielemans. Leeds have a few absences as well. Yeah, and Dorgu's out for 10 weeks. Cool. This is what we got today, Kayman. Do you want to take it away?
Yeah, I mean, so the double game week, provisional double game week for Gameweek 26 has been announced. So there's two potential double game weeks for 4 teams in total, but there's only before 2 teams realistically, and that is dictated upon the midweek fixture in game week 25, where Chelsea plays Arsenal away. So in that game, depending on who wins, if Arsenal are to win, which currently they are favourites to win because they're leading by 1-0 and they're at home, then Arsenal will double along with Wolves. The double that Arsenal have includes of Brentford away, and their game week 31 fixture, Wolves, which will be brought forward to game week 26, will lead to a double, and they'll blank in game week 31. And same with Wolves, they will be doubling with Nottingham Forest away and Arsenal at home, and they will also be blanking in game week 31. On the other hand, there is of course, like as an underdog shout, if Chelsea were to pull up an upset and come back from being 2-1 down, then they will double, and they will double inclusive Leeds at home, and their game week 31 fixture, Everton away, which will be brought forward to 26. That and that will be the fixture that that's those are the 2 games that they will have in game week 26. Same with Everton, who will also double. Their double inclusive Bournemouth at home and Chelsea at home. Ideally, I think you would not want to make any sort of decision right now on which teams to double or triple up. You want to make those decisions in game week 25. But if you were to have assets from either Chelsea, Everton, Arsenal, or even Wolves, I don't know if you have anyone, maybe Mane, I'd say you hold all of them because you do not know how could that fixture go. I wouldn't sell those assets right now this week.
Yep, I'm with you on that. Stock, anything
Yeah.
to add in here on the double game week?
It'd be great if Chelsea won because then we could just hold Arsenal assets because they play Wolves in 31, right? Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
just hope we win.
Correct.
I hope we win, man.
That would throw a real spanner in the works for sure. And Palmer, I mean, we'll get onto it, but he'll
Well,
be
if Chelsea wins, then that makes wildcard 25 much better.
yeah.
It makes it so much better.
The thing is, if you was to wildcard now, you'd probably still triple Chelsea, triple Arsenal either way. Because
Yeah.
whatever path you'd have Arsenal for the double and then you'd sell Chelsea and you're just playing the fixtures. Whereas if you have triple Chelsea, you get them for the double. Yes, there's still a sell when the fixture run ends, and then you can keep your triple Arsenal. But either way, it doesn't really matter who wins in FPL. It's just more so
True.
like Everton. More so for Everton, like an Benjy or a Tarkowski.
True.
That double's quite good, right, Kay? Not bad.
No, I like the Everton double. They're at home. They could pull off an upset.
Remember Taco?
Especially the Bournemouth at
On
home.
Liverpool's head top. Boosh!
Yeah.
No, it was a volley,
So I
actually. It
think,
wasn't a header.
yeah, I think we could see double, triple up on Everton, including Chelsea. I mean, you could see 6 people have 6 doublers very easily, especially if Chelsea double. I think the more exciting double is the Chelsea one, if you ask me. Because I think if it's Arsenal double, it's quite boring because I don't think many people will have any Wolves asset. Maybe some people will go for Mane, but I
Yeah,
don't see anything else.
it's pretty
Whereas if
trash.
Chelsea were to double, it makes FPL more of like a skill, not even a skill gap, but it helps the engaged managers, in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree, especially guys who are already sitting on Everton assets as well. That's
Yep.
just a big bonus.
Yeah.
Cool. Move straight into forwards is where we're gonna start the discussion. We'll start with Shapeshifter R9. He's morphed into his new form. I saw him shapeshift in Naples yesterday. Stark, talk to me about João Pedro. How good has he been?
You like this one, do you? Celebration's cold.
Uh,
I don't even know where it's from though. I don't know where he gets it from.
it's probably some anime.
João Pedro, man, what a goal that was! Off my seat, left foot outside the box, rifled into the top bins. The touch, everything about it. He's in good form, but in my opinion, I personally don't think he'll start at West Ham. It just screams like Liam Delap to me because of the Arsenal game. I suppose you've got the space and graphic, yeah.
Yeah. It's not updated at past 26, but you can see their game week 24 if you look at it. Chelsea's right in the middle there. Napoli to West Ham is Wednesday, Saturday. Then they have a Tuesday game, Arsenal away in the EFL Cup. So spacing's quite tight. Keep in mind, JP started Palace, I think 83 minutes, 90 minutes at Napoli. So then you're expecting a third and fourth start in a span of probably 11 to 12 days. I think it's quite unrealistic for that to happen. So I agree with Stock. I don't think he's going to start West Ham.
At least he said yesterday that was it he doesn't he rotates he will rotate because he doesn't have 11 good players. He has 22 exceptional players. So like I was saying in that space, his mindset is that he believes in all the players. Whether he does or not deep down, it doesn't matter. He's saying it. He's acting that way. So he's gonna rotate. And if you believe in these players, then in your opinion, rotating is not that deep because you think you'll get the result either way.
Hmm.
Lap deserves minutes and a chance. It's West Ham. He played well there when we played them away. So rest
Aren't you at
JP
home?
for Arsenal.
You're at home now.
No, but when we played them at the start of the season, Lap
Okay.
started and he played quite well. I was at the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I'd say with JP is that if he doesn't start West Ham, you could still buy him for Wolves. And the thing with JP is his underlyings are okay, but the real thing where JP gains is bonus. He's incredible from bonus. He's second now for total bonus points across all forwards. 20 he's picked up. Really, really solid at 7-2. So, and I definitely think he's first choice for a senior. So, Stock, if you think he's getting benched West Ham, do you think potentially you could make a maneuver for him in 25?
Wouldn't be for me because I've used my wild card.
But just for
So
for others who are looking for a striker, do you think even just is it a bit late to go, or would you still think it's worth it?
we're all gonna want Thiago in 27 or 28. So like if you've really got the free transfers, then yeah, I'd maybe potentially go there next week, but I don't know, man.
Hmm.
Is it worth it? Is it really
For
worth
3 weeks. I mean, we can look at the fixtures. Chelsea fixtures. Chelsea sitting fifth over the next 8 game weeks for on the fixture ticker, and they are nice. But the issue is 28's a hard pivot out, and that's the real conundrum. And that's why if you're looking for a forward, the guy that I like, I understand he's a bit of a questionable striker. He's a poor finisher, but he is from that team who's top of the fixture ticker, and that's going to be Evan Nilsson. I think he's on penalties now. He's in the last few weeks since Semenyo and Tavernier's been out. He's definitely getting more of the chances in that team. I think he's in line to pick up the goal share as well. Kayman, thoughts?
Yeah, I think Livingston was a good pick now that they need a lot of scoring. He's the focal point now. They're going to all try to find him, even though he was a focal point before. But he's been quite a bit of a lousy finisher, to be fair. But if he's on form, then of course he can definitely score a few goals. I just don't. I mean, unless he's on pens, then I think he's worth it for 7 million. But if he's an on pens, then I wouldn't go there personally.
I think he's on pens because it's between him
Uh,
and Krupi based on historical like pen taking. And I think he's the senior figure. He'll take it. In terms of Bournemouth's attack, they are quite a good attack this season. Um, they're sitting basically in the top 10 from all 3 metrics in terms of expected data. So, yeah, I think it's a solid pick. Anything else here, boys, from the strikers? Ollie Watkins, Brentford at home, Bournemouth away, Brighton next. Any interest?
What about the boy Strand Larson? We got the Here We Go today. He's going to Palace. If they sell Mateta, he could be quite a cheap player. They've got quite good fixtures coming up at home.
Yeah,
They blank though. They blank in game week 31. One thing I forgot to mention, but if you go back on the blank slide, please.
sure. This one?
Sorry, the double slide.
Double?
Double
Okay.
slide. Double, yeah. So guys, if Man City will blank in game week 31 if Arsenal were to go through, and their opponent will also blank, and that is Crystal Palace, is because Man City is in Europe, so is Palace, and that fixture will be rescheduled for either game week 33 or game week 36. Just want to mention that. So if you're going for someone like a Strand Larson, who is a Palace player now, you do need to pivot out of him come game week 31. So just want to mention that, Benji.
Yeah. I think Strand Larson could be interesting, but I need to see I need to see him there. I haven't added him to the sheet just yet. I need to, once he gets over the line. I know we got the Here We Go today, but let me see him in a game first. And their fixtures haven't quite turned just yet, but he could be interesting. But yeah, anything else here, boys?
Here's a question. Here's a question. If Evan Nilsson was a midfielder, would you own him?
No.
No, I don't
No,
think
no.
so.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do you not think there's better defenders to have starting ahead of Evan Nilsson?
Better defenders.
Yeah, because the midfield five at the moment is very strong, and I think
Yeah.
most managers are going to be playing all five of their mids. So you're going to definitely have 3 defenders minimum, and you're going to have 1 striker minimum. So Evan Nilsson either starts as your second striker or he starts as your third striker. I think surely you'd want a 4th defender ahead of Evan Nilsson, because that's what it's going to be, Evan Nilsson versus a defender, right? In a 4 or a 3.
Yeah, I understand it. It's just I think these back 4 and back 5 haram managers have been proven wrong. I mean, what did their back 5s get this week? Look at none of them got points, bro. So
But Benji,
I
I'm
think it's just
saying,
being
I'm
disproven.
saying, why am I gonna pay 7 M's when I have Krupi for 4.6 and I get the same fixtures and he's a better finisher than Evan Nilsson?
Yeah, but Krupi's minutes are maxed at 72. He's not
That's
fitting.
fine though.
Okay, if you think
That's
it's
fine.
fine, that's understandable. But yeah,
Because you're not gonna play someone like Krupi every game. You're just gonna pick the fixtures that are good to play him. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
and then you can rotate
So
them with a good 4th defender. You know.
yeah, I understand
So
that. It's just
you don't
there's
miss
a
out
risk
on
of, in
top
terms of
that.
Bournemouth have been signing players. If you go
Yeah.
into this Krupi strategy now, game week 24 deadline, it's before January ends. So you're not even gonna have
Okay.
full perspective in terms of who they actually have signed. And
Yeah.
he's a young player. I would not be relying on his minutes week in, week out. He's a guy, okay, if he's there, you play him when you want to. But Evan Nilsson's a perma play option for the next 8 weeks. He gets you to the blank game week 31. Their fixtures are fantastic. And Bournemouth are a strong attack. I don't understand what the issue is. He's only 7 million. He's likely on penalties.
No, what I'm saying, there is an issue. If someone wants to go with Nilsson, I think he's a viable pick. But I'm saying there is better value in going a rotation with a Krupa Junior and a 4th defender. And I'll give a good example. I could go a combination of Munoz and a Krupa Junior. Like I could play Munoz every week if I wanted to, but some weeks here and there, if I think Krupa starts, I can play him. Otherwise, I could play Munoz every week. I would say that from game week. What's the game week to this week? Like I don't know, game week
24.
24, yeah. From game week 24 to game week 31, like or 30, Munoz could match Evan Nilsson, or outscore him potentially. So yeah, it's just one of those ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Anything else interesting here for you guys?
Striker markets are quite dry. It's quite dry. I mean, Ekitike. What you guys thoughts on Ekitike? Is the ship has sold now? Fixtures turned.
I'd keep him.
Easy
Newcastle.
hold.
Newcastle leggy. Ekitike is just so good. He's so good, man. I feel like there's a bit of something in that game these days, Liverpool Newcastle, with the whole transfer saga. Because Ekitike was asked yesterday, are we going to get some booze turning to playing Newcastle? He went, I don't care. Like, I don't care what they think. I only care about Liverpool fans or something like that. So they were asking it. They were fueling it in the media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's okay to hold, especially because they got top 8, so his fixtures His schedule is quite clear. If you want to hold him, you can, but if you want to sell, it also makes sense if you want to sell because he's expensive. You want to get off him, you want to make some cash, you want to get to Bruno, whatever. I think it makes sense to sell, but if you hold, I don't think he's a bad asset just based off what he's been doing recently. I think he's just been a bit unlucky in the Prem. That's all. Cool. We'll move into midfielders unless you guys have anything else here.
Nope, strikers are
Cool.
just ass in general, man.
Yep. Okay, midfielders now. The boy Bruno Fernandes has over 500,000 transfers in this week. He's up to 9.5 million, and he's up to 15 returns in 20 starts. Kayman, is he essential?
No.
Okay, Stark?
Is who essential?
Bruno.
Whoa.
You know he has a tasty double game week in SDT coming up, you know? Oy.
Hey, Bruno Fernandes. I don't know if he's essential or not, man. He's got so many routes to points. It seems stupid to take him on for a long period of time if they've got good fixtures. That's what I would say. But is he essential right now for Fulham at home? I don't know. Maybe not.
Fair enough.
I think Bruno Fernandes is a very good pick. I think there is only 2 essential picks in the game. That's one of being Haaland and the second is Gabriel. I think the rest you can do whatever you want with it. If you don't want to go Bruno Fernandes, you can go for someone like Mbemo, for example, if you wanted to cover United attack. And even Haaland, some would argue that he's no longer essential because of the performance that he's been putting up as of recently. So, yeah, essential word we don't want to just throw around and for the sake of it because there's more than one way to play the game. When we make the statement that someone is essential, what we're basically saying is there is no other better picks than this pick in his position. It's a big statement
and I
to make.
agree with that. And I think Bruno is essential. That's my perspective. I think he's by far the best midfielder in the entire game. Just because one game a week, we are a very, very, very good attack with the quality that we've brought in. And not only is he now playing in the number 10, he's kept all of the set piece share that he's had. He's incredible in bonus. He still proved that he can do DEFCON in the 10. I think it's an absolute no-brainer, and I think he is essential considering the fixtures that we have. That's my perspective. I don't think that's outlandish. Talk to me about Salah stock. Have you liked what you've seen? Do you think he's going to come back onto the menu soon?
Yeah, like he's hovering over direct free kicks. He's taking the right-hand side corners now.
Yeah.
He obviously depends a bit. His minutes have been excellent.
So he's struggling
Played
from
nice.
open play, so he's had to get a few dead balls, right? That's what's happening.
Well, his data's been quite good since he came back, but the fixtures were good. Karabag, Bournemouth. Good fixtures, really. Marseille, again, good fixture. But yeah, Salah's on the menu in 28. I think Palmer to Salah's quite a easy move.
Yeah, for sure. I think he will be on the menu come 28. Fixtures are good, especially if he doubles in 33. Then you can basically just own him all the way up to like blank 34 and sell him off in 35. It's gonna be quite interesting. The next 4 fixtures came and they're not great, are they?
For who? Salah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing Sunderland away. He's playing Man City and Newcastle at home, and then he's playing Forest away. The two so-called maybe easy fixtures / middling fixtures are away from home, and they've been quite awful away from home this season. And City and Newcastle, I mean, these are top teams, man. You can't they're not pushovers, and you're not going to just beat them down 3-4-0. So I don't think Salah's entry point is now. I think 28 is the right entry point, as you guys said. And it's a perfect time to exit from Palmer as well. So yeah, that's something I looked at myself as well.
Someone's asked the chat, is Haaland essential? And this is a good talking point because I'm actually contemplating selling him in FPL next week.
I don't think Haaland is essential anymore, personally. If you are to ask me, I think you can take him on right now. And the reason why I say that is because there is an alternative. Whenever we say like someone's not essential, you gotta then come back and then give an alternative. In the past seasons, I've given an alternative as to Foden, right? I said Foden, if his minutes are good, I think if you want to take on Haaland, you take him on with Foden. I'm not saying that he covers what Haaland does. I'm just saying I'll take him on with that particular player to cover that particular attack and that team. Because at the end of the day, City are one of the teams that always, in the contention for league, right? So you don't want to completely have no one from that team. So I would say this season though, it's not going to be, well, it was Foden for a whole patch, but now I think it might be Semenyo. Obviously now we got the news that Doku's injured. We don't know the extent of the injury, but I heard it was his calf, so it could take maybe, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not sure how long it would take, but at least for the near future, Semenyo's minutes looks to be secured. And the way he fit into that City team, it's like seamless, right? So I think Semenyo is the one that you could potentially have to cover City attack. Considering their fixture, you don't even need to if you don't want to. Tottenham, Liverpool, Fulham, Newcastle it's not a must. Even Leeds away as well, it's not a must. So yeah, but if you wanted to get City attack, Semenyo is there, and I think Haaland is essential. Right now, if I had to give one player, it's probably Gabriel.
So in terms of the next sort of 8 weeks, City are second for goal projections over that time frame. Arsenal are top only because of the projected double game week, including Wolves, but it's very close. But it's kind of close between the two. But City and Liverpool are basically on very, very similar expected goals. So I don't think he's essential for sure. But what I would say is that City are still the best attack in the league, and unless Haaland's minutes drop to a place where he's not even hitting 80s, I can't see myself moving him out. But certainly, you can take him on because you're not going to captain him in any of the next 4 weeks, I think.
What about Haaland?
Haaland, that's what I'm saying, Haaland.
So you're saying you're not taking him out. I literally had a conversation with you recently where you were contemplating it. So
yeah, I'm always open to all situations, but I just sat on it and I looked at the fixtures through 28 onwards, and I still think City are the best attack in the league, and as long as his minutes stay good, I'm happy to keep him. I'm very happy to keep him.
If they blank in 31, if they blank in 31 and you're not going to captain him, the mindset is, all right, I want this guy to blank. So essentially, you're playing with 10 men every week. Like taking him on with Salah is quite I think well thought out, calculated risk, because you're going to captain Salah quite a lot, and he should gain a fixture on Haaland. So you'll gain a fixture, and you'll gain more captaincies.
Yeah,
So
I'm open
when are you
to
captaining Salah?
Haaland to Salah in 28, but at least for the next 4, I'm gonna stick with Earl. But I'm open for it. I'm open to it in 28, definitely.
Do you know what the funny thing is, right? The next 4, Haaland actually has the better fixtures than Salah. Like he's got 2 home fixtures, right? He plays Fulham and Newcastle, and he's got Liverpool. I think that's away, and Tottenham are quite poor themselves, right? But he does have Newcastle and Fulham at home at least. So I don't know, man. I just think as much as I mean, you can take out Haaland, as I said, as not essential, but I don't see like in terms of premium alternatives, like premium for premium, it's hard to pick anyone else. Like even Salah right now, okay, he had a good performance versus in the Champions League by second Carabao, and versus who did they play in the Premier League? Who did they play at home?
Well, who? Liverpool.
Sorry, they played away, Bournemouth away, right?
Yeah.
He didn't look that great personally. Obviously, his data and whatnot look good, but he wasn't very sharp. Like he wasn't typical Salah that we know. And the second thing I was gonna say, captaincy wise, the next 4, you can make an argument to captain Haaland versus Fulham. I wouldn't say that even this week Haaland is the captain.
No,
So
you won't. It's Arsenal double game week or Chelsea double game week in 26.
sorry,
You're not
I keep forgetting
captaining
that. Yeah,
Haaland in
you're
26.
right. You're right.
It's not
You're right.
happening.
Yeah, you're right. It's true.
There's two available weeks, 27 and 24. Now, the thing with 27 is it's early kickoff Newcastle. The thing is, I've moved that fixture from a white into a blue because Newcastle before and after now have playoff game. So I think if Haaland gets some minutes there, it's decent fixture. But then again, I think there's some okay alternatives if you have Palmer, etc. So he's expendable. I think Haaland's expendable, but it's of course risky. And the issue is 28 onwards. I like Haaland's fixtures. I like Haaland's fixtures double 33. So if he gets it, so yeah, that's just where I'm sitting personally.
I like Semenyo as the guy to own, because I think the fixtures are good for City attack, but they're not like captainable fixtures over other assets because they have other better fixtures. So I quite like having Semenyo with Doku injured.
Would you say he's your favorite in that in that 7 to 8 mil area.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I think he is
Better than
got a
Rodgers?
serious eye. No, Rodgers is definitely more nailed.
Okay.
But I just worry about the team strength of Villa because they've lost Tielemans, they've lost McGinn, they've lost Kamara. They play in Europa League. I think Emery will want to win that for Villa fans. So I do worry about that down the line with Rodgers, to be honest. But and yeah, I really do like Semenyo.
Yeah,
I think his minutes will be
he's
good.
great. I think he's great. Talk to me about your Chelsea boys, Stark. Esteval, obviously incredible player, but minutes just seem to be stuck at 75. It's probably not enough for 6.4 mil, right?
Oh, there's just too many options in midfield, man. It's like if you have Esteval, you're probably missing out on someone. It's just, is it worth it? I don't know.
Would
Probably
you
not.
is
If he was
Enzo
to, if Esteval was to play 3 of the 4 games and one of them was Burnley and one of them was West Ham, I genuinely think I would probably own him. He's just such a little GA merchant. He just can't stop getting GA when he plays, and he's just so good.
there's only a few
But I'm not.
players under 19 who can actually deliver output in the Prem, and one of them's Kroopy and one of them's him. So I'm very impressed with what he's delivered for sure. I think he's fantastic.
A little bit of like a Cherky. A Cherky to City is like what Esteval is for us. It's just if Cherky was to be nailed, we'd all own him. Everyone would own him in FPL. If Esteval was nailed, we'd all own him in FPL. Not even a doubt in my mind.
You know, his
But,
data is crazy, right? Esteval. It's insane.
yeah.
He's averaging 0.62 non-pen XGI per 90, which is like Turkey levels high. It's ridiculous. So I think if he does get the starts, like 3 out of 4 starts, like Stock saying, he will do well for output, but the minutes are capped at 75, unfortunately. Do you think Enzo's a safe buy this week, Stock? Or
Yeah. I don't know if Rosinha will play a strong team against Arsenal. But because he's played a strong team twice in a row now, it makes logical sense for him to now rotate versus West Ham and then play his stronger players against Arsenal. Because if you rotate versus West Ham, you wouldn't then rotate again versus Arsenal, would you? You'd play the players that you've just rested. So, yeah, like if I was to just make an educated guess, JP probably gets rested against West Ham. Delap comes in. Reece James probably gets rested against West Ham. Maybe Cucurella, maybe Hato plays. Maybe Garnacho plays West Ham. Oh man, Enzo Fernandez. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
The most nailed asset in Chelsea is Enzo Fernandez, bro. Like, I don't understand.
I'd say it's Caicedo actually, to be honest.
Yeah, but he's not an option, FPL option. In terms of FPL option, the most nailed FPL option is Enzo Fernandez.
100%. I agree with you, but he's asked me a specific question. I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if Enzo was benched.
yeah,
No, I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing what you're saying. I'm just saying if you had to ask, if the question is Enzo a safe buy, he's like the most safest buy you can get from Chelsea.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to use a transfer this week on a player that might not start, right? That's what Benjy's asking me.
yeah. So yeah, maybe entrance for Chelsea is a little bit safer for Wolves, but personally, I'm of the opinion Palmer starts West Ham game, in the 10, and I think he could be a good option this week. Unfortunately, I can't get there myself, but if you can, I would certainly be looking at him. I think he'll get 3 out of 4 starts, and the one thing that I'll say is that if you look at the cap matrix, doesn't matter whether Chelsea get the double or not, right? Because he's going to be a top 2 captaincy option either in 26 or 27. Why? If Chelsea beat Arsenal, the doubles Leeds at home and Everton away, and he'll have 4 night spacing because Leeds at home 26 is a midweek round. They have FA Cup on the weekend, and then they have another midweek round after the FA Cup. So it's pretty good spacing for Palmer. I expect him to get both. If he doesn't have that fixture, then I think he probably gets really good minutes in Burnley. So either 26 or 27, Palmer cap's going to be there. You're probably going to get a start against West Ham or Wolves. So add all of that together. I probably think I think he's worth taking the punt on. Would you agree with that, Stark?
Palmer
Yeah.
on the wild card.
Wild card
Yeah,
if you have
because
transfers, yeah.
Palmer could play 2 of the next 4 Prem games, but if one of them's Burnley at home, then I'd happily bench him or have him come on as a sub. But honestly, he could easily, because in 27 there isn't a standout captain, so I'd happily take Palmer captain against Burnley, see if he can get 15 points, move him on to Salah happily.
Yep.
But yeah,
Kayman.
Enzo, like, I wouldn't be just on Enzo, like, I don't know. I'm not the manager. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Yeah.
He's nailed. He's a machine. He could play every game, but he does need a rest, and it's West Ham at home. So
Yeah. Kayman, talk to me about the United boys, Bumo and Cunha. Just finally on the mids.
I'll just go for one United mid for now. I wouldn't double up right now.
Still need a bit more info.
Yeah, I mean, we played against 2 teams that was coming after us, and I don't know if you saw a stat, Benjy. There's a stat where
I saw
when
it,
teams come after us, like in terms of like when they're attacking us and we're on the counter, we have like 80% win ratio. Whereas if we were to break down a low block and we're the one that has the possessions,
Yeah.
like we have like less than 30%.
So the stat is
So
this season, in all 6 games, we have under 50. We have had less possession than the opponent. We've won 6 from 6. In the games where we've had more possession than the opponent, we've won 3 from 17. That's the stat.
yeah, something like that.
So,
Anyways,
yeah, we're a good counter team.
yeah.
wow, I've just
I
seen
mean, if you're
something.
looking, yeah,
What?
yeah,
I've
go on.
just seen some. I don't, because obviously I'm on this pod. I don't know specifically, but Watkins was subbed off in the 35th minute in tonight's game, and for Rodgers. So that I'm assuming that was an injury, another one for them.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Anyone in the chat know? Watkins pulled something out there.
Watkins injured. Oh my.
Yeah, probably.
So Watkins apparently pulled something and waited 12 minutes before subbing him off.
Yeah, it's looking long,
Yeah.
bro.
Don't know how
Yeah,
severe it is.
Villa are cooked. They're cooked.
Oi, Sahel, where's Morgs? Morgs, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright,
They might
bro.
drop out of the top 5, to be fair.
We're coming
You
for
can
them.
see, yeah.
We're on the hunt. Bruno's on the hunt, man. Okay. Anything else here in the midfielders?
Yeah, Watkins hamstring, by the way,
Foden's a
Mick, I
sell,
just-
right? We don't need to discuss Bakayo.
Sorry, what do you mean we don't need to discuss Bukayo?
He's an easy hold, right?
Are you asking me or are you giving your opinion? Which one is it?
I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. What are you asking me, Benjy?
What would you do with Saka if you own him?
Because of double, I wouldn't sell him. I think you keep him for the double. Well, at least for this game, and then see if they double. If they don't double, I'll sell him.
Sell him for Sunderland.
Yeah, I'll sell him.
But what about the data?
What data?
His data's fantastic, man. 0.57 MPXGI per 90.
Okay, well, that doesn't equal to FPL points.
Fair. Yeah, I think he's a hold. Cool. Anything else on the mids? Nope. All right. Defenders. Any new additions here? I've put in Rodon. Because Goodmanson is injured. You could also look at James Hill at 3.9 if you're in that price category. If you're gonna buy a defender this week, obviously people looking at Chelsea. Chalobah's the one stock.
Yeah, he's great for DEFCON. He's good for it. I'd say he's probably fairly nailed, but Napoli was a must-win game yesterday, and we benched him. So, like I said, very short-term pick if you're moving in now. Can you trust him to play all 4? I don't know. How can you bench your most nailed centre-back in a must-win game against Napoli? I think that should tell you everything you need to know about Chelsea assets.
Wow.
Aren't you in for the centre back stock, like Senesi or something? There was some rumors now.
They brought back Anselmino from Dortmund.
I
don't know what they're going to do with him.
Okay.
Wow.
What does he play? Which position does he play? Does he play Chalobah's left centre back or what?
could play. I suppose he can. He's probably more of a left centre back, to be fair. But like he was crying, and we actually broke relations with Dortmund to recall him. So I don't know what the plan is of him. But if they did that, I'm assuming he's gonna play.
Crazy. Yeah, then Chalobah is not an option at the moment. I'd say it's too much of a risk.
Yeah. Elsewhere in defense, not many great pickups this week, so I would probably avoid defender transfers. Just sit on who you got. I think investment in Sunderland guys is a bit too short term. I wouldn't be moving anyways before we get confirmed doubles, because let's say Everton and Chelsea get it, then you're gonna want a different defender than you probably would have wanted if Arsenal and Wolves double. So yeah, I would just wait on defender moves. There's not really much to discuss here. Entrances are shit. Senesi is heavily linked to Juventus, so I wouldn't be touching him. Villa have too many injuries for Matty Cash for me to go for him for now. Yeah, there's not really anyone. Maybe Van Heck.
I do like Mark Yehi, man. And a real cheapy is that Hill from Bournemouth.
Yeah, he's cheap.
He's mad cheap. I like Goodmanson. Like just long-term strategic pick. Great fixture in 33, great fixture in 35 if you're free hitting in 34. They've got a lot of good home games later on in the season. He's mad cheap. No, he's injured right now, so I wouldn't pick him now, but just keep monitoring him.
Someone said O'Reilly played great as a DM. Might be an option to hold. I don't think that's the reason why you should hold him. I think the issue is with him is the fact that Benjy with the helmet. I think I don't know. The issue with O'Reilly is the fact that you want him for the left back position, but the problem is Aït is back and is fit, so that's his competition. And midfield there's already Rodrigo and what's his name, Nico Gonzalez. And Nico Gonzalez is already back from injury as well, and he could be available for Tottenham. So Nico O'Reilly is a sell in my opinion. Sooner than later, it will be a sell.
Cool.
Richards is mad cheap.
Yeah, Richards is very cheap too. I think a lot of people will look at Palace defense this week. Cool. Before we get into captaincy, we will just take a quick look at Wildcard 24 because a lot of people are on it this week. On the left is the analytics, the data wildcard, and on the right is the grass. It's the eye test wildcard that I've made myself. Thoughts, boys?
Eye test. Yeah, the right one ain't no eye test. Saka's in it.
Neither is left one. Neither of them. All of them are rubbish.
No, left one is the analytics one. The right one is what I would be on.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
The right one ain't no eye test. The right one ain't no eye test. There's
It's
Saka.
rubbish, bro.
If you've got Saka in a wild card, you can't claim eye test.
Yeah, that's rubbish. It's rubbish.
You can claim limp test or 2 points every week test, but you can't claim eye test.
You can claim bench test as well, by the way.
Yeah, so if you don't like Saka, what you can do is you can drop Saka down to Rice, and then you can get Enzo up to Palmer. That's what most people will do if you're on wildcard, but I think the defense, the locks on wildcard, if you are on wildcard, I think Joachim Anderson's a lock. I think Rodon should be a lock. I don't like what FPL Review is recommending in terms of defenders. I think Lacroix and Alderete are way too short term, but yeah, but they're really, really hot on Semenyo now that his minutes are kind of boosted for the next sort of 5-6 weeks. Any other assets you guys own?
No, Meerkat's made a good point. He's just said that because that's a review wildcard on the left, right?
Yeah. No Chelsea.
There's no Chelsea.
Yeah, no Chelsea. They don't like the minutes, bro.
Review doesn't like Chelsea. Do you know why the review doesn't like Chelsea? Is because Benjy doesn't like Chelsea, and he's filtered it within his review.
I have
so
not.
that review doesn't
I promise you,
Chelsea
I haven't,
assets.
bro. I have.
So this man right here is a shameless man. Do you know what's funny? I promise you, review would not put Saka in that wild card. I promise you, review has Rice ahead of him. You know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? This man has literally he's infiltrated review, and he's done some corrosion over there, or collusion, or whatever one word you use, and he is fabricated this wild card. This is not a review wild card. This is Ben Helmsley wild card, bro.
My wild card has double Chelsea,
bro. Who has Verbruggen, Joe, and Jose Sarr on their wildcard? That's a skill issue, bro.
Oh, wait, you said this. Wait. You guys said this. Both of you said this about Romero. You said Romero's a skill issue, and he scored twice in a row, okay? So let's just see who does the points this week,
is
all
Verbruggen
right?
going to score? Is Verbruggen going to score?
He might keep a clean sheet.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so what's Romero now to those wildcarders? He's a sell.
He's a sell. Yeah. Your helmet. Good
Transfer.
luck. Well done. Great transfer usage. Helm me.
They got like 16, 17 points, but okay, in 2 weeks, but it's okay. My wild card, I think it's a bit more balanced. I've gone for Guehi, market opportunity. I've gone double Chelsea, and like I said, if your personal preference is to bin off Saka, and you can get Palmer, you can get Rice, get whoever you want, but I think that team picks itself. I think it's a great wild card, and I
You
would go.
won't hear me. You won't hear me being this bullish often, right? And talking like I'm from the future, but because people can play the game however they want. But having Guehi, okay, having Sanchez instead of Donnarumma, and then Guehi over like Chalobah, for example, I think is objectively wrong on a wild card.
Fair enough. I just don't think Chalobah long term I can trust his minutes, whereas I know Sanchez is nailed. Chelsea actually do have a strong chance to double in 33 as well, playing Brighton, FA Cup semis you'd have to get to. So I think it makes sense to go, and I think Chelsea have been a good defense this season. They've been picking up cleans. I think it just makes sense to go with Sanchez here.
Yeah, but you're definitely being blinded by the next immediate four fixtures because post 27 the fixtures dry up. So like
Mm.
you'd want to if you want a Chelsea defender, it's quite short term. So why wouldn't you go Chelsea defense where you can actually sell them and justify it because you don't want to use a free transfer on the goalkeeper?
Sanchez would be
Donnarumma
a
is the
season hold.
Donnarumma is the most nailed City defender in that back line,
Yeah, but I
and
think Guehi's
he's
nailed.
someone who doubles in 33, like they're tuning up against Newcastle. Like it's very safe to assume they at least double once. So, but with that in mind, you can bench him in the blank and carry him through, and he's the most nailed City defender. Of course, yeah, he's still a great pick, but Sanchez, people are gonna use free transfers on their goalkeeper if they pick him on a wild card. I guarantee you it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just, you said to me last night that I can't believe people are buying Chalobah for 5. He's going to 5.8. You said he's so overpriced. You said that he's not really safe for minutes. Cucurella is potential of rotation this week. There's no right backs who are nailed. So tell me, what Chelsea defender are you going to go for?
I think Chalobah could play all four of the next 4 games, but at the same time, all I said was he got benched versus Napoli in a must-win game. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
And
Like I
that's not
just
a good
thought I was
sign.
surprised.
He's also 5'7". I think Guehi is. I think personally Guehi's nailed. Gvardio's not back till May, so I think Guehi's a nice opportunity. And I think Calafiori is a nice opportunity as well. I've just gone for a bit more
Believe it or not,
spice.
believe it or not, I think even if Guardiola's back, I don't think he will get benched. The reason why I say that, obviously, still small sample size to be fair, but I just think he's a natural leader. Guardiola is not a leader. I need a leader at the back. Ruben Diaz is yes one of them, but he's getting injured too often and is somewhat becoming washed as well. To be fair, so Gehi is the one, the future of the City centre backs, man. So he's going to be the guy that's going to be leading the back line. I think you can see Guardiola play as a left back, and I think that will solidify the defense even more. Can you imagine Guardiola,
Mm.
Gehi, Ruben, and what's the other one? Last one, right back, what's the Nunes? Like
Yeah,
that would
he's
be a
just a
strong defense.
he's a
Yeah,
great player,
strong
man.
defense.
He's a great player, bro. Yeah, he is a great
Yeah.
player. But I just think Chelsea defense is something that you want to short-term punt on a wild card, then move off him. Whereas Guehi, like City defense, I'd argue City defense is more long-term than Arsenal if Arsenal beat us in the cup. That's just why I would go Donnarumma.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that makes sense. I get what you're saying. It's just I think that I think Guehi's a long term option that I would potentially look to hold even until City doubles in 33. Just because I think his price at 5.2, I think he offers everything similar to what Gavardio offers, who's delivering perfectly for his value when he was fit at 6 million. I think he's completely underpriced, and I just think you can carry him through. That's the way I would look at it. And I've seen Chelsea's back end fixtures. It's not great, but the rotation with Dubravka is okay, and you should have 2 doubling keepers in 33 if City and Chelsea make the FA Cup semis. But obviously that depends on the draw and a lot of factors. Yeah.
What's
Cool.
the reason for Barnes?
Okay. So
Because
the reason for
we all need a
Bonds
bench
is
boost.
that Bonds leaves to Thiago. And this path, I'd sell Saka to fund the move up to Thiago, Saka to a 7 mil mid, probably Sade, something like that, around that time. So that's why I don't mind just going dead spot, get the money, put it into your 11 because you're gonna upgrade Bonds anyways. Why? Because in the blank game week 31, you're gonna be wanting to play a front 2, and you're gonna bench Haaland, so you're gonna upgrade that spot anyways. and get Thiago. So it would be Thiago Evanilson from 27. The fixtures are fantastic.
I promise you, once Evan Nilsson blanks versus Wolves, people are selling him, bro.
This guy,
Nah.
bro.
Evan Nilsson, how many times has this guy missed a tap in from 4
The
yards
fixtures
out?
are
But
too
everyone,
good. Fixtures are too
This
good.
guy, you can say this guy all you want, bro. The guy blanks versus Wolves. You see people selling versus. People are gonna look at Aston Villa the next week. They're gonna, yeah, I'm selling this guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's
This
gonna
is the
be
thing with
amazing.
Evan Nilsson. You can't get frustrated. You have to just sit on him for the next 8,
Yeah,
no
I
matter
agree.
what
You have to be
happens.
patient with him. Yeah, exactly. You have to be patient. But I don't think people are gonna have that much patience, bro. Especially if Krupi comes there and takes a pen, bro. Like, he's gonna be so choked.
Yeah. Well, review
He's
wants
so
to go for
choked.
both, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, well, review can do whatever you want, bro.
Any final tips for wildcarders out there? Otherwise, we'll move into captaincy.
this is one that I would seriously be contemplating on a wild card because of the Villa injuries and the team strength. Like, I do think it's a concern when you lose that many big players and the players that are coming in, the drop off is that big. I don't know, man. I'd be worried.
Kayman, anything?
And on wildcard,
Any final tips for those guys out there?
I wouldn't wildcard unless you got like multiple transfers on in the bank. That's the best tip I can give you.
Yeah, I agree. I would not force the wildcard this week just because I think Chelsea. I wouldn't ride off Chelsea against Arsenal, and if Chelsea do double, you're gonna want Everton. 100%, you're gonna want Everton. So yeah, cool. It's time for my favorite part, captaincy. Now I apologize, Mo Salah guys. I'm sorry, I had to exclude him because I'm sitting next to 2 Palmer owners. I had to put Palmer in, but Salah, Newcastle at home, Saturday 8 p.m. This was a good game. It's a good game for him.
That's Saka in there, bro.
Oh Jesus,
This is
man.
disgusting, bro. Why are you forcing this guy every week on your freaking graphics, bro? How are you putting Saka ahead of Mohamed Salah on your graphic? This is blasphemous,
Leads away.
bro.
Leads away.
What is wrong with you, Benji, bro? Genuinely, I just
Against
don't understand that, bro. You know how I
against James
request.
Justin.
You know how I request for you to send me the captaincy graphics every week, right? This week you don't even deserve. I don't want this, bro. I don't want this week, bro. This is
Alright, bro.
embarrassing, bro.
Okay.
People are gonna look at me like, "What is this, bro? Come on,
So
bro." Fix that, bro.
it's my mistake. I shouldn't have added Saka. But he has scored at both starts at Ellen Road historically. Leeds is trending as one of his favorite Premier League fixtures. And I think he is fully rested coming into the week. He's got the second best spacing behind Bruno. Now, yes, that means fuck all. As Stark always says.
Sorry. I just had deja vu. I think the last 3 podcasts, Benji said Saka's had a week off and the spacing's great.
Bro, he's reading a script right now. I swear to God, this guy is
Okay, let me.
He's literally got a script in front of him and he's reading word for word right now, bro.
Palmer
Bro,
is
Hey man,
flawless
did you
against
just have a
West Ham.
deja vu as well?
Same, bro, same. I'm like, I was saying things me, bro. I'm like, bro, I heard this somewhere before. Oh, just last week. Oh no, yeah, the week before as well. Yeah, it's like, bro, you're recycling the same bullet points again and again, bro. Enough is enough, bro. Come on, bro. Like, we heard it all, bro. Like, I swear to God, bro. Come on, bro.
The space and put the ball in the back of the net, Benji.
Nah, bro, you guys are actually you're going too far this week. You're going too far.
Where is the expected benching? Are you sure you're gonna add expected bench? Where is the expected bench data, Benji?
He got a full rest. He's not getting benched, bro.
Where is the XB? Where is the XB, bro?
The XB is on your boy Cole Palmer. Bro, that's where it is.
Listen, you know what's... Oh my days,
and it's the truth. Palmer, I've got his expected minutes at 65 minutes this week. Okay, 65 minutes, but he has returned a goal and an assist in 2 home starts to West Ham.
Do you know what's funny, Benji?
Yeah.
Palmer will outscore Saka this week.
Okay, we'll see.
Oh, but to be fair, I would have Salah in there over Saka purely because it's at home and I think he's got a great historical record against Newcastle, right?
It's fantastic. He's never blanked in like 8 home starts against Newcastle. It's superb. The only reason I threw Saka in is because Saka's got a bit more ownership than Salah. So for the viewers, it's a bit more relevant if I put Saka in there. That's the only reason, you helms. Okay, let me continue. Okay, so Bruno has 4 home starts. He's picked up 2 assists and a goal. And he's coming in with the best minutes, best spacing. And it's a great fixture for him. Haaland, he scored all of City's last 3 goals at Tottenham Stadium, but it's a 4 nights rest. He was looking a little tired midweek, and he does have Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. after Spurs. What's your initial thoughts? I'm going to run a poll.
While you're on the poll, I want to say something, by the way. Anyone watch Haaland versus Galatasaray? Anyone?
I did.
Uh,
I did.
I was
Yeah.
too busy watching Liverpool and Chelsea games.
I watched
Okay,
him.
Benjy, what's your thoughts on him being like? How sharp is he? How did he look?
He was sharp first half, gassed out a little bit second half, but he was good. But he missed a huge chance in the first half. He's not like clinical like start of the season. He's just hot. He's finishing everything.
How was his goal? How did he
It
take
was
his
really
goal?
good. So Doku played it in behind. He ran through, chipped it over the keeper. Composure, bro.
Okay.
First 10 minutes.
Okay. I don't know if you
miss
know.
a
There's a
sitter.
stat. Okay, go on.
Go on,
Yeah.
Kayman. Go on, Kayman.
Apparently, there's a stat. Like apparently, Spurs and Sunderland are one of the few teams that have considered the least amount of goals to strikers. But the last time I followed that strategy, right, and I believe that stat. Do you know what Thiago done versus Sunderland, bro? He dunked the brace on my forehead. So sometimes these stats can be extremely misleading, right? Haaland is a great captain shot this week. I would say not just because of the fact that, of course, he's Haaland, and I think he's got a good fixture, but there is this thing about no matter how crap Spurs play, they always have City's number. So there is that element to consider. And it's away from home as well. What time? 4:30 p.m. Decent kickoff time. But they got to travel as well. Spacing is only 3 days,
4
and
days,
he looked fatigued as well. So yeah, I think Haaland is definitely a good shout. If you're playing safe, like if you're like a very good highly ranked, I think he's definitely a safe shout. But I think the most spicy punch is probably Cole Palmer, bro. For me,
Cool.
I think that's the second best captain this week.
Stark, any comments before I go into the data?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do think sometimes captaincy is impacted by rank, and whether that's the right way to do it or not, I don't know. But in FPL, I'm 1.1 mil. I have Palmer. He's a massive differential, and I am swinging that way. To be fair, if I think he's going to start based on any clues in the presses, if I was like top 10k, Haaland would probably be my captain, man.
Agreed.
Cool.
Agreed. Same,
So,
yeah.
heading into the data, first up, EO, the big 7, 6 out of 7 on Bruno Fernandes this week. Only 1 on Erling Haaland, that's FPL Harry. Okay.
Yeah, Bruno is blanking, lads. I'm sorry to say he's blank.
So in terms of fixture, West Ham's obviously the best fixture. The thing with Tottenham is that Tottenham in the last few weeks under Frank have gone to a back 5 haram ball. They are averaging the least amount of fast breaks conceded in the entire league. So they are not giving up any space in behind. If Haaland's going to score, it's likely going to be an inside of the box chance, a header, something like that. Now, I will say Van de Ven is currently, we don't have any news of whether he's going to be available. That's an important factor for me to determine where he's going to be. In the last 6, it's actually Fulham who are looking the little bit weaker. They've conceded 20 big chances in the last 6. That's 5 more than West Ham. That's 9 more than both Leeds and Tottenham. So recently, Fulham, especially now without Lukic, they're playing a midfield pivot of Sander Berge and Iwobi, quite attacking. And I think that if they go there with Old Trafford in Bruno's form, I think Bruno is a very good captain this week. But yeah, that's the data. West Ham's still a great fixture. If Palmer gets the minutes, he's going to do fantastic. Thoughts?
Palmer's definitely not. Palmer wouldn't. I couldn't imagine Palmer getting more than 75 minutes though.
Exactly.
That is the concern.
It's a minutes concern.
Muted.
That's a concern with Palmer. It's
Sorry,
just minutes.
I was just saying that's more than enough. I think by that time you guys could potentially be up 3-4-0 personally, especially at Stamford Bridge. That game could be done and dusted by then.
I do just worry about Nuno Ball, to be fair. Like he can be so anti-football, man. I feel like there's quite a lot of teams that could be very quickly dragged into a relegation battle if West Ham and Forest continue to pick up wins. And it's just like if with that being the case, it increases the pool of teams that are like playing for so much. And when those type of teams are playing for that much, they can be so defensive minded, and it can just be a drag for attackers playing that team. Especially like a captain. Is the ceiling really going to be there? 75 minutes against a team trying everything possible to stop us from scoring.
But I still have to go for what I see on paper. Like on paper, West Ham is the best fixture this week. On paper, you're at home. Haaland is away. I don't think he's got the best fixture. He's got the minutes.
He doesn't.
It doesn't have the minutes.
No, it doesn't have the best fixture.
No, I didn't say he does.
Yeah, I know. I was agreeing with you. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. But what about the minutes? What do you think about Haaland's minutes? Because are we
Yeah.
assuming he gets 90 as well?
I'm assuming 90. I am assuming 90. It depending on
Okay.
game state, he could get early. I don't think he's gonna get Newcastle on Wednesday, so I think he's gonna start Tottenham. But
Mm.
I think there's a lot of potential to go against purely because Spurs are playing very, very deep. And that's something West Ham across the season, they're averaging the second most defensive line across the entire season. So it's not going to be a transitional game for Palmer.
Do you know what's funny though? Even though West Ham are playing deep with Nuno Ball, as much as you want to say Nuno's going to do his thing, right? West Ham just don't have the personnel stock. They got this guy called Mavropanos, bro. He's a walking mistake, bro. Right? Like that, bro. I just think, bro, like, nah, man. I think West Ham is the one, bro. Like, I'll take it. Palmer. If you tell me Palmer 70 minutes, bro, I'm slipping and I'm putting the captain's helmet on him, bro. That's enough for me, bro. West Ham is the fixture for me. It is what it is.
Yeah, I understand that. I do understand that. But if Van der Ven's not going to be there, if Pedro Porro's not going to be there, then because Tottenham are really bad in the Prem, and like you said about the data, same thing for Tottenham. Like this data is present, but they're conceding a lot of goals.
True.
And they're bad at home.
Burnley.
They're bad at home, bro. Terrible.
True. Now listen, I don't hate on Haaland captaincy at all, guys. Like I don't. I literally said he's the safest captain.
I think it's
like,
a good City game, but just not
Yeah.
necessarily for Haaland because Frank is he's gonna entrap that central space. He's gonna go 3 center backs all around Haaland. He's not gonna give Haaland any transitional space. I don't know if this is a great matchup game for Haaland. I think it's better for like a Semenyo or a Turkey.
But can they actually play a back five?
Yeah, they can.
I don't think they. If Van der Ven's out, I don't think they can.
They played Paulinho as the RCB, or Paulinho, Danso, and Romero as their back three midweek.
Yeah, Tottenham are getting peppered, man. They're getting
Yeah.
getting
So
getting
Haaland for
treated
you?
like an absolute. I'm currently on Haaland, yeah, but it's between him and Palmer. I do like the Bruno one though, because I feel like there's less red flags with Bruno.
He's just nice all round. Lovely all round. Fulham last 6, been conceding a lot of chances. They're not going for they can't even pick a defensive pivot. So there's a lot of things I like with Bruno Cav. I think I'll be honest.
Because I think Fulham these days they take the game to opposition.
Yep. They
True.
do, bro.
But I think they're more like that at home than away though.
They've conceded more open play, like 3 more open play XG XGC over the last 6 than any of the teams that we're talking about. So they've been playing quite open. Like
I feel like there's a real nice manager bounce going on at United right now, and you just beat United. You just beat City. You just beat Arsenal. You're at home. It could really continue for you guys.
I agree.
Yeah, potentially. Good.
Cool. So Stark I think is leaning Haaland, Kayman leaning Palmer, and I'm leaning Bruno. So looks like a split week. We'll start with the Mr. FPL Stark, not only flying in SDT, and a big week in FPL as well. Stark, take it away.
Don't say flying in FPL, bro. Come on, I ain't flying. Flying in FPL. No way. Yeah, no, green arrow though. Come on. Enjoy, man. Regret enjoy. If they double, then I'll be happy. I will be happy.
It's a good team, bro. It's a good team. And yeah, still has good fixtures coming up. He could do well.
Missing Bruno this week though. That's
Matty,
the scary thing.
Yeah, I'm currently rolling. When I look at my team, just no Bruno, man. But who the hell can I sell in that midfield? I'm not selling Palmer before Burnley at home. Now that we've got top 8, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. I think it's yeah, and any move is a -4, right?
Yeah, I'm not getting him in this week unless it was for Palmer, and I'm just not doing that. That's why I'm contemplating selling Haaland next week. I'll have 2 frees. I'll drop Haaland to a striker, and then I would potentially move Rodgers or Njai to Bruno.
Oh, I like that move. I like those moves actually. I would I kind of would love to see Mane in your lineup because I think this is a really good Mane game, but I think I just don't know who would bench. I wouldn't bench any of those guys. So yeah, I think probably keep him on the bench. It's a good team though. Congrats on Semenyo cap, by the way. It was a good captaincy. Kayman?
What? My team? Yeah. It's pretty shit, isn't it? I was gonna walk out actually, but I changed my mind because of obviously Palmer looks fit, and I think Palmer being fit strengthens my team a lot, considering the fact that I'm taking on Enzo Fernandez with the field. I think if Palmer starts, he's clear of Enzo Fernandez as an asset. And then obviously Jared Bourne has obviously picked up a little bit of form as recently. Harry Wilson continues to deliver. So I have the Ekitike as a problem, and I had a problem of Tavernier, which obviously I'm looking to address, and I have already addressed. So my video will be out tomorrow morning, hopefully. But I can just mention the options I'm looking at. I'm looking down to go to Creepy from Ekitike and have the funds to be able to upgrade Tavernier to Bruno Fernandes. That's the plan, and that's most likely the moves I've already done it, to be honest. So that's the moves I did, to be honest. And yeah, I think I'm gonna play 4-4-3-4-2, Benjy, or some 3-4-3, I think.
3-4-3.
So I'll play Creepy. Yeah, I'll play Creepy, Bruno, Wilson, Palmer, Saka with Michele, Gabriel, and Timber at the back. And I don't think O'Reilly starts, so I'll have O'Reilly, Thiaw, and Miley on the bench.
Nice.
Petrovic/Dubravka. What do you guys think of that? I think
Dubravka, bro.
Petrovic Petrovic is just horrible, isn't it? Just horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'll
tough.
probably-
What's the clean sheet
Yeah.
odds? Burnley.
Yeah.
Bournemouth are slightly above, but it's close. It's very close this week. So
Yeah.
yeah, you could probably just go with your gut there. What would you do? Start
Yeah.
Petro or Dubravka start?
Probably played Dubravka, man.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was saying as well.
No,
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
It's crazy. No, but he could get a lot of saves, bro. Genuinely, like,
Bro,
Petrovic's
Kayman's
gonna end up
been playing
conceding.
Dubravka every week, bro.
I have been playing him every week.
the keeper from the worst defense every week.
and he's been outscoring Raya. Hold
Yeah,
that.
Raya, you're a bum, mate. You're a bum. Bum. 1 point again for 5.5 million. I'm sick of him. The 1 point machine team is here. 1 point all around. Alderete, you're an absolute disgrace, mate. Mukiele's put bloody 50 points past you since game week fucking 7. I'm sick of you. You're gonna leave my team. If you don't get me something against Burnley, I'm gonna lose my mind. Newcastle at home, I thought, yeah, this is gonna be it. Then Stark gives me this Bruno G stat. I'm just like, oh god, here we go again. And then they just crumble. Kroopy, I chance it. I bench 175 EO, and the Kroopy he plays 67 minutes and decides to pick up a yellow card for time wasting. So he ends up matching Haaland. I should have just kept Haaland in my lineup anyways. So it was just and obviously captaincy, I was very unlucky with Saka, but I would make the same decision again. And
What did you say? You was what?
I was very unlucky with Saka cap. To not
Very unlucky. Very unlucky.
Elaborate. How were you unlucky?
I'm elaborating because his underlines were strong, and he was 2 centimeters away from picking up an assist if Odegaard could shoot on target. That's how I would elaborate.
Okay.
And 1 assist would have taken him to max bonus. But anyways, it's just if buts and maybes, it didn't happen. I still think it was a good decision. 90 minutes. Whereas Kayman hold that Ekitike vice captain, buddy. Yeah, I did one move. Tavernier to Anderson, just bringing in DEFCON guy, like his fixtures. I needed a cheap guy just to kind of sit there and get me that floor. So yeah, he's in. And yeah, I think I'm not going to change anything else in my team this week. No, Chelsea's a bit scary, but it is what it is. Cool. Coming to the peer pressure team. We should have stuck with Stark with Semenyo captain, but we were EO Helms, unfortunately, and we dodged it. Ekitike Kayman is one of the worst transfers of all time from yourself. So thanks for that.
I didn't bring him in. There was one of the guests that brought him in.
That's not true, bro. Like, you brought him in.
No, it was one of the guests.
You want to be disingenuous?
Yeah. No, that's true. No, he's right. One of the guests, Kayman's now a guest after that decision.
Yeah.
He's been
Yes.
demoted.
To be fair, Stark brought in Dorgu. Stark brought in Dorgu, and he actually.
Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah. And I was called a what?
Oi.
I was called what? Yeah. What? What? Who brought in Dorgu?
Bro, wait. I can't remember. Does Douglas points count in that actual team?
Oh, who
Doesn't.
benched him? Who benched him? Kayman again benched him. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Kayman, bro.
Kayman decided to
Interesting.
bench. Kayman decided to bench Dorgu
Get
again.
out
What
of
can I
here,
say?
bro. Don't blame me.
What can I say, lads? What can
Don't
we
blame
say?
me, bro. By the way, I said start Dubravka again, and guess what Benjy done? Start Petrovic again. He does it every week. He doesn't listen.
We're not collaborating. We're fighting.
Okay.
Crazy.
We're gonna draw
like
the
the
pressure
Scottish
point.
clans.
By the way, just to keep in mind, look at the top right. I have gained a veto back finally. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
Saka
go.
isn't sold this week. We're selling Saka this week. so it's
Oi, nah, you guys
Yeah.
can't even. Nah, you can't run that.
double Arsenal D is essential.
Please give me the
Yeah.
decision.
Saka's gone.
Okay,
Yeah,
whoever's name it
Benjy.
doesn't lands on. No.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
lovely.
Bye.
Saka's gone. Saka's
Saka's
gone.
gone. Saka's 100% gone.
Oh
He's
man.
mad.
Adios.
He's definitely gone, bro. What? I can't take him out of
Adios,
my own
Bukayo.
team. I'll take him out on this team. Oh my
It's
god.
Stark's decision. That is the worst possible outcome, man.
Come on.
I'm fuming. Bro. I'm fuming.
Shit.
So this is the team. We've got 2 free transfers, no money in the bank. Guys, if you think you have a move in mind, put in the chat. We'll consider. Stark's got the decision. I think Foden's got to go this week, right? So issues, Dorgu. Kukurea could be benched as well. That's a sticky one still. That's a sticky one as well. I
want to put Bruno. I want to do Foden to Bruno.
Okay.
And obviously, we don't have the funds, so we need to find the funds.
Bukayo Saka.
Haaland.
We need to find the funds. Eh?
Eki.
I don't mind, to be honest. I'd sell both Ekitike and Saka.
Okay, so that's your wait. Bruno's your decision, right? Bruno's your decision.
No. I'm not selling Ekitike.
How many decisions do you have, bruv?
He's got one,
right,
bro.
Put Bruno back. Put Foden back in then.
All right.
Yeah.
Dorgu to Hill is a good move, bro.
I'd like to move Saka. If you take Saka out, please.
For who?
Get that bum out of here!
For who? Who are you buying?
It could be Timbuktu for all I care.
No, Bruno. Take Bruno out.
All right.
Take Bruno out. Foden out for Enzo or something, or maybe different. I don't know.
Saka to Bruno.
I'm good. Yeah, why not? No. Actually, no. Saka to.
He can't afford Palmer. Yes.
No, you can. You can. Stark, you can. Do you know why you can, bro? Because I'm gonna back you on this.
Nah.
We're gonna take a hit.
No.
We're gonna take a hit. Yeah. We're gonna take
out.
We
got 2 frees.
No, we can't. Do you know why we need to? Because that bomb Ekitike's gotta go too, bro. Do you get it? We know what we can do. We can go.
We're not selling Ekitike, you helm.
Bro.
Bro, we don't need to. We got 2
I'm saying if you're gonna get Palmer, bro, if you're gonna get Palmer, yeah, you have to tell Saka to Bruno, right? And then you downgrade Ekitike to, I don't know, any striker, bro, and you can upgrade Foden to Palmer. You know what I'm saying? Look at these condom picks, bro. Look at these condom managers, bro. Look at these guys, bro. Enzo Fernandez, like, okay, bro.
It's Stark's first decision, but if we want to combo on a move, then I think it makes sense.
Anyways, let's just make a decision, bro.
It's hard for us to get to Bruno.
I do think we need to do a differential captain this week, so I'm just trying to think of like who's the who's a good captain this week, and obviously it would be nice to have Palmer to take the risk.
Yeah,
West
just
Ham.
take out Ekitike, bro. That's a bum,
But
bro. That
obviously, I
guy's a
know
bum.
Benji doesn't want to lose Saka. Do you, Benji?
I want to sell Ekitike personally. I want to sell Ekitike.
Benji,
He's
Honestly,
Benji, use that
honestly,
veto.
I don't care. As if you bring in Bruno, I ain't gonna veto it because Bruno's too important. If you're gonna,
Saka to Palmer.
we don't have enough.
No, you guys can find the funds at the second move. We've got Foden, he's a bum.
we're rolling, Kayman. We're rolling.
No, that's his decision.
I'm putting my foot down.
Saka to Palmer. Hurry up.
Okay. Okay.
Haste. Some haste in the move.
Yep.
Right. So now Foden has to go.
Yeah,
and we can collectively decide we can move Foden to.
Okay.
Bro, how are we not buying Bruno Fernandes? This is a
You can wait one more week.
thing.
He can wait one more week.
He can't
Do
bro.
something about it.
You guys are nuts, man. Agendas.
But that's why I said take a hit. Take that bum Ekitike out, bro. He's a fraud, man. I'm done with him, bro.
Why don't we
I'm
just
done.
sell? Why don't we just sell
That's what I'm
Haaland? We're not gonna captain him.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why don't we do a no Haaland draft, bro? Why don't we wildcard?
No.
Why don't we wildcard?
We're not wildcarding. No. You're not using another chip. You use all of them early doors,
Okay.
bro. You're not using another chip, bro.
I believe my decision is the one that stands, and I'd like to use my decision and activate the wildcard.
No, sorry, you can't. No. That's not how it works, bro.
Veto!
No. You can't use it, bro. Kayman's dying, bro.
Veto this bitch, or it's getting activated.
Kayman, use your bloody veto.
I only go on, bro. I'm not gonna use it, bro.
I'm not using mine on that.
I'm not using mine either, bro.
No, you can't. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. If you want to wildcard, you can. Waste it then. Waste it before the doubles. With no info.
I don't think this team needs a wildcard. I don't know why you want a wildcard stuff.
Yeah, we don't need to.
It's a very good team.
Morgan Rogers just scored. Let's
go, bro. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, Rogers. Come on. Fucking Foden to Rogers right now. I'm joking.
Okay. There's no good strikers, bro. That's the thing.
Genuinely joking.
Why are we selling Haaland? I don't understand. What is wrong with you guys?
How can we get
Just
Bruno and Palmer?
It's pretty easy. The Ekitike is a bum. Just take a hit and take him out. I don't know why you're so dilly-dallying, bro.
And then
Just
Evan
take his foot
Nilsson?
out.
Evan Nilsson?
No, I'm not going to take out a bum for a bum. No. Like, what are we doing?
Evan Nilsson's a good pick, bro.
Well, can we not get to Thiago?
We can,
It's
yeah.
long term. Yeah,
Yeah,
long term. Just that's it. Long term, bro. Long term shit. I don't know. What do you think, Stark? Mr. Thiago? Or you don't fancy that?
No, when do you actually want a wild card for real? Because if you think about our rank, we got to do some chasing, and I just think that
next week when we have the double, bro.
Yeah, all right. So then, why don't we just take a 1 week punt? Like, I genuinely don't mind Ekitike versus Newcastle. They're quite leggy. Ekitike looked really sharp.
Then just roll. Then let's roll the team. Then if that's what we're gonna do.
Oh man, but who are we gonna captain? I think we should.
Haaland. Haaland is the captain.
Saka.
Foden, bro. Like, really, Foden?
I said Haaland, bro.
No, I'm saying as in like we still have Foden.
Yeah, you can tell Foden. I mean,
we just can't afford
the standout
anyone,
option.
That's the issue.
That's the problem. You can't get to Bruno. That's the issue. Because really and truly, you want to go to Bruno.
Who's got like a really good 1 game week, like that no one can really get to?
Sunderland. Robbie.
Kratos.
Robbie. Kayman knows his name now, bro.
Oh, bro. No, bro. Foden. Robbie's a mid striker. Foden needs to go.
Lafay.
Bro, what are we talking about, bro? What are we doing here?
Why not? Get Foden to Bruno.
Okay.
Captain Bruno.
Okay, so that's Stark's decision. We need to find now. Me and Kayman need to decide where we get the money. Kayman.
Yeah, sell Saka or Ekitike. I don't know why this is rocket science to you guys.
Okay,
You
so
have to sell one of
let's
Saka or
sell
Ekitike.
Ekitike.
Yeah, whatever one you guys want to sell, I don't mind.
Okay, and we'll go to Evan Nilsson.
I don't like Evan Nilsson, but if you guys
So
want to
who
go
do
there,
you
it's
want?
fine.
Who do you want?
I think
We're not
the
going.
long-term striker is Thiago.
No, if you I'm not getting Evan Nilsson, you ain't getting Thiago, buddy.
I rescind my decision. Saka's gone. Saka's gone for Palmer.
No, your decision is
Saka's
Foden
gone.
to Bruno, mate.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't my decision. My decision is final, and I won't change it. It's Saka to Palmer. Find the money.
Yeah, that's easy. Just sell Foden.
Why are
I
we
say keep
selling
Ekitike.
Saka? Okay, you know what?
Listen, do
if you
Foden
want-
to Enzo. Do Foden to Enzo and Saka to Palmer, or like no Enzo. Sorry, what's it called?
Alright,
You could go to
fine.
Rodgers as well. You could do Foden to Rodgers as well,
Both of them will get benched
or
then.
Enzo. No, hold on. Don't confirm that. Don't confirm that. Enzo versus Rodgers versus who else is the option? What else is the midfield option? Can we get to Bimo?
No,
Oh no.
we can't.
Oh,
Benji, you sound angry,
You're destroying this team, bro. You've destroyed it.
bro.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I guess I don't know about the second option. Maybe
We're
Rodgers
destroying the
one, bro.
team. Bro, we're ranked 3 million, mate. How can I destroy what's already fucking destroyed, bro? Like, we're 3 million because we have Bukayo Saka. I'm trying to help the team.
Oh, we're short
Benji
on
looks-
Mbumo, bro.
Benji
So
actually looks
annoying.
raging.
Get Fernandez in, sell Ekitike for a hit. I literally said it so many times. I don't understand why we're dilly-dallying here, bro.
We're not taking a hit. We don't need to take a hit with this.
What about
Bruno should be the priority, but if these guys want to fuck around, so what about Estevao?
What about
Estevao. He got
No.
75
What
minutes,
about-
bro.
what about Njai?
Oi. Decent.
Then you can potentially move Anderson up to Bruno.
I want Estevao, bro.
Just hurry up, man. Like,
Yeah, let's go. So we've been on for a while, bro.
I'm going Estevao, man. Fuck this.
What?
on your head top, mate. Go on. It's fine.
Cold. Okay, Palmer cap, yeah? Hey, this.
Jeez, bro. This is the most vibes team I've seen ever, bro.
It's vibes, yeah? Alright. We'll see,
Yeah.
bro.
Yo, are you gonna do Palmer captain or Haaland captain?
Did I not just switch
Palmer.
it? Shit. Yeah, you're lost, boys. Unlucky.
I didn't make that Estevao shot, by the way. I said Rodgers.
Yeah, that's you, Benji. Why are you saying you're lost? Like you. This guy's
Yeah,
fucking-
I picked Palmer. You
Alright.
picked Estevao, bro.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week. And yeah. Say this.